3-all Celtic Rangers. There'll be no problem at all, Benny. National anthem of Ireland again. Yes, indeed, we're almost set to go for the Roscommon Senior Football Championship final of the year 2002. Strokestown against St. Brigids. It's a novel final. It's the first time ever they have met in the final. Strokestown are in their positions. St. Brigids are in the pre-match huddle. Seamus Hayden, county final day. It's usually wet, it's usually mucky. The sun is shining beautifully, a perfect day. We have a novel final. St. Brigids the favourites against Strokestown, the underdogs. But it'd be a brave man that would really go against Strokestown.
Well, that's true. I suppose a lot of people would say that it's I know Brigids are favourites for the day with all the bookies, and I suppose with their tradition they probably deserve to be favourites. But Strokestown have come here. I know Strokestown when they get to a final. We don't know a lot about Strokestown under Pat Drury in a final, but we will know more about that in about 70 minutes time. But Strokestown won't be afraid of anything that Brigids have to throw at them. But again, you'd have to fancy Brigids slightly. But having said that, Strokestown are a formidable force, and under the guidance of Pat Drury, they definitely won't be afraid of the opposition, and they'll go at it from the start. But it'll be a matter of class, an ideal day for football. Two good teams have worked their way through to the final, and the conditions are good, so we're looking forward to a right game of football here.
Referee for this afternoon is Jerry Keneally for Cornamono in Galway. He throws it in, we're underway, and Derek Hagan collects the first ball in the county final, and Derek wins the free for Strokestown, who are playing down towards the town goal. Derek Hagan in looking for Conor Silk, a kick from Conor Silk. It'll be a dream start for Conor Silk, out behind the goal and wide. The first wide of the afternoon coming there from Conor Silk, the 22-year-old. He's called the Duck in Strokestown. No water for the Duck this afternoon, only plenty of green grass. Out here, lovely setting, Dr. Hyde Park. The O'Gara's Royal Tell Senior Football Championship final. Shane Curran playing in his fourth county final this afternoon, has yet to win one. The St. Brigids goalkeeper back behind the goal. The ball on the edge of the small parallelogram. The team news in a couple of moments. Perfect day for football. The showpiece of the Roscommon football calendar. The new manager, Tommy Carr, is sitting down here in front of us as Derek Hagan, a lovely fit in the centre of the field, working out there to the lab technician Shane Flaherty. Shane Flaherty penalised by Jerry Keneally for giving an illegal hand pass, and so it's going to be a free down for St. Brigids, and Kenny Noonan takes the free from the wrong position, and the match referee Jerry Keneally is going to hop the ball just on the 45-metre line. That's the St. Brigids 45-metre line. A wonderful occasion. Good crowd, I say maybe 2,500-3,000 people. Ball knocked down, and St. Brigids are coming away with it in the familiar colours of green and red. Strokestown in the cat's colour, black and amber. Down it goes the far side of the field. Brendan O'Brien, number 14 on his back, coming way out to collect the leave road. On the 50-yard line is fouled, and it's going to be a free in for the St. Brigids men. Quickly taken, down looking in the corner, looking for John Tiernan there, wearing a heavy left knee bandage. But back there, Niall Owens didn't start for Strokestown. Damien Dallin will play in the full back line, with Richard Dolan coming in to the half back line for the Strokestown team. A wayward pass, and St. Brigids have it. It comes to Cormac Sheehy, and a brilliant tackle in there by the Strokestown defence, and that was Emmett Collins. Oh, what a tackle there by the Strokestown centre half back there. A great tackle, Seamus.
That was a fantastic tackle. Yeah, it was a poor clearance from the cornerback position, but a great tackle. Emmett Collins got in there. There was a goal certainly on there, only for the sharpness of Emmett Collins' tackle.
Cormac Sheehy there slightly hesitated, perhaps he was going for a shot there, but what a brilliant block there by the Strokestown centre half back, and so it's going to be a free out. It's going to be the captain, Donald Hanley, all in black this afternoon. Hanley's kick out around the centre it goes, ball knocked down over the backs, over the midfielders, picked up by Derek Hagan, a heavy shoulder coming in there, Hagan as well, back it goes there to Collins, the centre half back, a Gary Owen type kick, down looking for Lukey in the full forward line, but Shamey Oak has it, and Shamey Oak across, into the centre it goes, good play by Brigids, it comes across there to Kenny Noonan across over the far side of the field, well blocked down there by the Strokestown defence there, in looking, picking up the crumbs round the table, back into the centre it goes to Hagan, that's Daisy as he's known, a lovely ball, down in the corner, looking for Kevin J has it, with the red boot till Kevin J, pass the ball back inside, it goes to Flaherty back out to Lukey high up and under, a teasing ball, in round the 13 metre line, ball knocked down inside there, but St. Brigids are coming across to cover the wrangles, it comes to Michael O'Brien, out into the centre it goes, there's a good flow to the contest so far, as Carl Mangan there, Carl Mangan does very, very well, get away from Conor Silk, still Carl Mangan, a pass inside there, looking for the full forward there, but back there goes the cornerback is Damien Cassidy just shovels, he's known as Ronald Owens, back to the other twin, Adrian Cassidy, out into the centre it goes, good neat play by the Strokestown men, we could have a good county final, the early signs are good here in Dr. Hyde Park, the lab technician, the baby of 92, Shane Flaherty, overhitting the pass, across the far side of the field, well kicked there by Emmett Collins, a high ball forward, Kevin J. Jones inside, and Kevin J. does very, very well, the pass inside from Kevin J, a kick from Kevin J, and the opening score in the county final has come from Kevin J. Dolan. The clock tells me 4 minutes and 10 seconds of play, good move, good score, good start to the county final.
Yes, Kevin J. wouldn't be the tallest member of the field, but he kept his eye on the ball at all stages. When that ball came in, a long through ball, good play, good control play by Strokestown out the field, and even in defence, they don't seem to be panicking. They're holding the ball, giving it away only when they know they have a man in possession. But a good long ball in. Kevin J. kept his eye on the ball, and he did very well to score a good point.
Shane Curran with the kick out. Curran's kick out into the centre again. Derek Hagan tamming the ball away, but the linesman is giving a line ball down to Strokestown. It looked like it did come off Derek Hagan, touched nobody, but the linesman is better viewed than where we are. It's taken though by Derek Hagan. Now they're looking inside for Lukey Dolan. The ball knocked down there, well covered away by the St. Brigids men. That's very, very good play there by their left half back there. That's the prison officer in Castlereagh, Pádraig Kilcommons, and Pádraig is going to give a winner free for himself. The Strokestown team line out with Donald Hanley. No Niall Owens. Niall doesn't play. The 29-year-old experienced defender is out through injury. Richard Dolan has come into the team, and Richard Dolan is playing in the full back line. Damien Cassidy, Richard Dolan, Adrian Cassidy, Damien Donlan, Morgan Byrne, Emmett Collins. And St. Brigids are on the attack with Jimmy Nail, the man that scored 6 points in the semi-final. He's got the first score in the ball for St. Brigids. The man that was in Rathnew a year ago, and Jimmy Nail, who scored 6 points in the county semi-final, has got the equaliser after 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
Yes, indeed, a similar point, controlled possession again by David O'Connor, and he took his point very well. What can be done by Stokes at one corner of the field certainly can be done by Brigids at the other corner.
Of course, there's a song did, no doubt about it. That was Jimmy Nail, the singer, but this is Jimmy Nail, the footballer. David O'Connor, as he's known. Everybody knows him though as Jimmy Nail. Kick out from Percy. Donald Hanley, round the centre of the field, picked off the ground. Well spotted by match referee Jerry Kennevy of Cornamono in County Galway. Free down for these Strokestown men just on the 65-yard line. Taken from Hagan. Hagan down the throat, looking for Conor Silk. Back there in the numbers of the St. Brigids defenders. 1 point apiece, an overhit back, but Michael O'Brien has it. The St. Brigids corner back, Luke Dolan and Conor Silk in there, like cats on a mouse. But Cormac Sheehy shows a good turn of feet, and Michael Flaherty with the ball. Good feet from Cormac Sheehy. It's still Cormac Sheehy into the centre it goes, looking for Brian Lennon. The accountant has it. It's still Brian Lennon. There's a tremendous play into John Mangan. A kick from John Mangan and a point from John Mangan. But a wonderful save from Donald Hanley. That was breathtaking football. John Tiernan, Cormac Sheehy, Brian Lennon, John Mangan. Tremendous football. Great save and a point.
Yes, very good again. What we said about Strokestown earlier on in their build up to their last point. The same can be said for Brigids. This is really a fantastic start for the county final. both sets of players are prepared to take on the opposition. They're prepared to play the ball, and it's good football out there today. Hopefully we can get 60 minutes of this.
Perfect day for it. Donald Hanley with the kick out. I'll continue the team news. Ronald Owens and Jerry Cagan in the centre of the field. Shane Flaherty, Pierce McGinley, the man from Belcoo and Fermanagh, and John Rogers at the half forward line. Kevin J. Dolan, Luke Dolan, Conor Silk, the full forward line. But here comes Strokestown, the man from Belcoo Fermanagh. Walk down across to Kevin J. Dolan. It's still Kevin J. He's a great little footballer. Strokestown on the attack. A kick from Strokestown. Are we level? No, it's gone out behind the goal. It's gone wide there. It was Shane Flaherty with the last attempt. The wide count so far, two wides for Strokestown, and no wide yet for St. Brigids. The St. Brigids team, another pick during the week, that famous man at number 15, the man that wears the famous shirt is John Tiernan. Shane Curran in goal, Michael O'Brien, Jamie Oak MacDonald, Kenny Noonan full back line, Jason Kelly, Basil Mangan, PK, Pádraig Kilcommons half back line, Carl Mangan and TK, Tony Kilcommons, centre of the field, John Mangan, Brian Lennon, Cormac Sheehy half forward line, David O'Connor, John Tiernan, Brendan O'Brien, full forward line, down to Jimmy Nail. Jimmy has it on the 45, still Jimmy Nail. He's got a man outside him. A high challenge coming in there. A very, very high challenge coming in there. It looks like Morgan Byrne, the centre half back on the Strokestown team. And we could have the first booking of the afternoon here in Dr. Hyde Park. 2 points to 1 in favour of St. Brigids. The last we heard from Portlaoise, Galway 9, Dublin 3 in the second half. And there must be no word in the soccer, Benny. 3-all between Glasgow Celtic and Glasgow Rangers in the Old Firm derby. Here we have it 2-1 in favour of St. Brigids. So we're up to date with everything. And a scoreline we know this morning that St. Aidan's, they won the Junior B title in Roscommon. St. Aidan's 3 goals and 13 points. Erogue 1 goal and 5. And also well done to St. Mary's ladies football team from Tulsk yesterday afternoon. They beat St. Brigids of Killala 2-13 to 3-5 in the Connacht Club Football Championship semi-final. St. Mary's are now through to the Connacht final on October the 19th. As a St. Brigids player is now getting rapid repairs down there in front to us as Cormac Sheehy is lining up the free for St. Brigids. A blood substitution coming in. The referee Jerry Kennevy has put up the signal. Is it Jimmy Nail? It's Jimmy Nail. He'll have to take off number 13. And of course the last St. Brigids captain to win the trophy in 97, Tom O'Brien, is not too far away from us. Tom is sitting down to my left here in the stand in Dr. Hyde Park. So Cormac Sheehy is about to kick the resulting free. And also the great St. Brigids footballer Jerry O'Malley is not here with us today because Jerry's having a hip operation. We wish Jerry a speedy recovery as well. The former great Roscommon footballer and of course county winner with St. Brigids in the 50s and 60s. 2-1 in favour of Brigids. Here's Cormac Sheehy, and the kick from Cormac Sheehy is gone over the bar after 10 minutes and 17 seconds of play. Cormac Sheehy has got his first score of the game, 3 points to 1. A little bit of daylight built up between Strokestown and St. Brigids, Seamus.
Yes, after Strokestown's great start, St. Brigids seem to be settling into the game, into a pattern now. But that was a heavy tackle by Morgan Byrne on David O'Connor. But David O'Connor hopefully will be back on the field very fast, just getting a bit of running repair on the sideline. But it's still wide open here. It's 3-2 here, Benny. Luke Dolan has kicked over his first point of the board. A free just inside the 45-metre line. Now makes it St. Brigids 3 points and Strokestown have 2. Very good free from Lukey. And now Lukey equalises his total of 1995 in the championship in 95. Luke scored 29 points in the championship in 2002. Lukey has now scored 29, make it 20 frees, 2 45s and 7 from place balls. He's a very accurate free taker. His cool hand Luke. Of course the man from Clune free in Strokestown. Kick out from Shane Curran. Out to the 60, out to the 70. A drive like Paul McGinley in the Ryder Cup
a week ago. And here comes Carl Mangan. He's on the prowl. Carl Mangan still over the far side of the field to Cormac Sheehy, the repeat Leavens student in St. Aloysius College. His teacher is Jerry Kennevy. His referee is Jerry Kennevy this afternoon. And right now it's Brendan Dixie O'Brien. A high ball forward. It's gone in behind the goal and it's gone wide. Jimmy Nail is still getting repaired down here in the sideline. And the man that came in to replace him is Eddie Nestor, that great veteran from Eddie Nestor. And of course, when St. Brigids won the first county football title in 1953, Eddie's late father Brian was on that team as well. And so there is a link between 53. Eddie was on the team in 97, the last time St. Brigids were champions as well. And of course another link with the 53 team. They had twins as well, Louis and Eugene, and St. Brigids had twins as well today. Tom and Brian Lennon will follow the play. Here is one of the twins. He's called Brian. Brian into Eddie. Eddie's fouled, is he? Referee said yes. It's going to be a free in for Eddie, just to be taken outside the 21 metre line, about 27 metres out from goal. And a couple of moments ago we were talking about famous Roscommon footballers. We were saying about Jerry O'Malley. Well, Dr. Hugh Gibbons, well, his nephew is now chairman of the Strokestown club, Sean Collins, a nephew of the Dr. Hugh Gibbons. So, free in for St. Brigids and Cormac Sheehy, 1 from 1 so far. Here comes Cormac with the kick, and Cormac's kick, he hasn't allowed too much on it this time, out behind the goal and wide. And that in fact St. Brigids now have got 2 wides and Strokestown have 2 wides as well, and the clock tells me 13 minutes and 43 seconds gone in the opening half. Strokestown are playing in their 18th county final this afternoon. St. Brigids are playing in their 16th. Brigids have won 6, Strokestown have won 9. Strokestown first was in 1912, beat Tulse by 1-1 to 2 points. Kick out taken from Donald Hanley. He wasn't round in the year 1912. Ball breaking down. Here comes the far side of the field. Brian Lennon and Morgan Byrne. Going to be a very, very good duel this afternoon. Into Eddie. Eddie is going from the missile. Into John Tiernan. Ball knocked down. John Tiernan, a goal chance. He takes his point. John has kicked it over the bar. Sensible play from John Tiernan. The man from the Berries in Kiltoon has kicked it over the bar. Good score.
A good score, yeah. A good simple ball in from Eddie Nestor. He won it and just did what a lot of players of the last era would do, just kicked it in and hope for the best, but it was picked up well by John Tiernan. Thought for a second that it might open up for him to have a crack at the goal, but he was at an angle and he did well, just steadied himself and tapped it over the bar. A good point as David O'Connor comes back onto the field.
Donald Hanley going back behind the goal to kick out the ball, 29 years of age. Percy he's known, playing in his 5th county final this afternoon. Has only been in the winners enclosure once. Jimmy O'Connor, he came off the field with 13. He's back on the field with 15. Back across the far side of the field, young John Mangan and Damien Donlan. That's very, very good play there by young John Mangan. It's still John Mangan being surrounded as well by Eamon Collins, but the ball rocking across the far side of the field. That's great play by Pornicle Commons into Brendan Dixie O'Brien, and that's a wonderful score by the full forward on the St. Brendan team. Brendan Dixie O'Brien has kicked it over the bar, but that score was engineered by John Mangan there, and the full forward line have now all scored on the St. Brigids team. A tremendous score, and Seamus tells me 5 of St. Brigids forwards, Seamus, have now scored.
That's true, yeah, which is a great thread in the first 15 minutes of a game to see 5 of the forwards into the game. Brian Lennon being the only odd man out and Brian has played very well. He's contributed a lot to the scores, but he hasn't had a crack at a score himself.
5-2, a little bit of a gap being built up between them. Out into the centre, Strokestown need possession, but St. Brigids have it. Billy Joyce, the manager, his son Nicholas is in Portlaoise down the road, about 70 miles away from us. He's doing well with Galway. Billy, the father, is doing well with St. Brigids, and St. Brigids have a free in for us. And so it's going to be a free, and a few people around me will be glad to maybe hear the result. Glasgow Celtic 3, Glasgow Rangers 3 in the Old Firm Derby. Number 15 is Jimmy Nail. Jimmy has it. Kicked the free. As I said, he went off with 13. He came back on with 15. He scored with 13 on his back. He's not going to score yet with 15 on his back. It's gone out behind the goal and it's gone wide. Another wide for St. Brigids. They've now got 3, and Strokestown, they have got 2 wides. Of course, Strokestown, famous old club, one of the oldest clubs in County Roscommon. They were born 114 years ago in 1888. And would you believe it, on New Year's Day in 1889, 70 men marched from Carnasgad Church to the racecourse in Ballinafad to play a football match. The chairman, Sean Collins, he has a beard. I don't think he was around 114 years ago. And the ball is knocked down, and here comes his son, Emmett Collins, down looking for Lukey. But Seamus Oak MacDonald does very, very well, working the ball inside to Porrickle Commons. Porrickle Commons gets the ball away though. It comes to Flair back outside to Lukey, and Lukey finds Daisy. That's Derek Hagan, and Derek is making very, very good run, being tackled by Cormac Shee. He wins a free for himself there. Good play by Strokestown there. Connor still did pick up the loose ball, but Derek Hagan was fouled. It's going to be a vital free, and Luke Dolan now has a chance to top the scoring charts in Roscommon. He's the top man with the golden left boot, 29 points he has scored so far in the championship. Coming into it, Strokestown has scored 552. They have now 554. Coming into the game, St. Brigids at 335. They've got now 340. Luke Dolan has a chance to get his 30th championship point. Here comes Luke. No sooner said than done. He has kicked it over the bar. It's his second point of the game from Luke Dolan, and that makes the scoreboard. St. Brigids have 5. Strokestown have 3. Or John Rogers rather, is on the ground there. Jerry Kennevy is in there with him as well. It would seem to be a late tackle that came in there. John is lying on the ground. All the play for is correct. The clock tells me we're almost 20 minutes into the opening half in the county final, as Pat Dury, the man from Rogue, the Strokestown manager in his first season, and of course Billy Joyce down there for St. Brigids, and the former Ireland international Paddy Mulligan has joined the backroom staff of St. Brigids during the last 2 or 3 months. Billy is nice and relaxed up along the railing there, and now being joined by Paddy Mulligan, but John Rogers is lying down on the ground there. The physio Josephine Rogers is in there as well, as Jerry Kennevy has to watch stop. 5 points to 3. Seamus, not a bad game of football.
No, it's a good open game of football for a county final. It's going fairly well. I suppose Strokestown might be a little bit concerned that they've only 1 point from play on the scoreboard. They've had some chances, but they seem to be working, I suppose, with the free taker of the class of Luke Dolan in your ranks. They probably would be told, and maybe rightly so, to try and get as many frees as possible, and Luke will do the rest, rather than going for a score. If they think they can take on the back and force them into pulling them down, they're going for that option. But it's a good open game of football. Hopefully we can keep it going. You'd have to say Brigids are slightly in the driving seat. Still only 2 points in it, but as I say, Brigids seem to be that little bit more fluent up front. They seem to be not relying on the one route to goal. They seem to have several options up front, whereas the Strokestown lads are dependent on maybe young Kevin Dolan or Luke from frees. So I know John Rogers, I thought I was very impressed with him in the last game against Roscommon Gales. He played quite well and he has great pace, so he's up on his feet again after that tackle. I didn't actually see the tackle, but hopefully he'll be okay and able to take a full part in the rest of the game.
Yes, John Rogers is back on his feet, the man wearing the red boots, and of course he now plays soccer with Sligo Rovers as well. And of course the St. Brigids custodian, the goalkeeper Shane Curran, no need to tell you, he plays with Athlone Town. A free for St. Brigids on the 65-metre line. It's taken by their half-back PK. Porrickle Commons. It works down. It comes to John Mangan. They have the overlap here. Onto his left peg. A wide from John Mangan there. A poor kick there from John Mangan. A bad wide there. A chance for a score for St. Brigids. 4-2. St. Brigids lead in wides, and they lead 5-3 on the scoreboard. And the clock tells me we have 8 minutes to play in the opening half. but maybe add on another 2 minutes now for the injury to John Rogers. So I say we've a good 10 minutes to play yet here in the first half in Dr. Hyde Park. One of the biggest crowds for years, I would say, for a county final in Roscommon. I'd say maybe around 2.5, 3, maybe over 3,000 people here. And over on the far side, the young winners in the various competitions are getting ready to parade at half time. As Strokestown on the attack there, it breaks down, it comes to Kevin J. Dolan. Kevin J. in looking for Luke Dolan. Luke Dolan has it on the 21 metre line. Still Luke Dolan has to come back out to his left. Luke Dolan back out to Kevin J. He's going for another score. Kevin J. has hit it poorly. It's gone out behind the goal, it's gone wide. It's 4-3. It was a chance of a score there for Strokestown. Luke Dolan, St. Brigids didn't gather possession there. It came off James Doug MacDonald, working down towards Luke Dolan there. A pass across to Kevin J. Dolan, and Kevin J. with a wide. It's the third wide so far for the Strokestown men. St. Brigids, they've got one more. Of course, we did tell you that Tommy Carr, the new Roscommon manager, is in the stand as well, sitting with County Board Chairman Stephen Bannon. Ball kicked out there, knocking down on the 50-yard line. It comes to Carl Mangan, All-Ireland Junior Championship medal winner with Roscommon in the year 2000. 5 more of the Brigids team were on that team as well there, but that's very, very good play by Damien Cassidy, coming out of the fence there, takes a heavy knuckle. Referee allows a good advantage. It comes across there to Emmett Collins. Emmett Collins to Derek Hagan. Derek Hagan in looking for Lukey. Lukey has it. It could be a great goal chance. A brilliant save. Oh, a brilliant save from Shane Curran. Oh, you put, well, money on Lukey and also money on Curran. Lukey did everything right and Curran did everything right, and now Luke Dolan is down injured. Josephine Rogers, the physio, is going to look at him, but Cormac Sheehy is on his motorbike. It's still Cormac Sheehy inside, looking for the captain, the Bournemouth employee, and down at the far end, Jimmy Nail has the ball, back outside, a chance of a score, and a point for St. Brigids, gone over the bar by Tony Kilcommon. Number 9, Tony Kilcommon, has kicked it over the bar at one end of the field. It could have been a Strokestown goal. At the other end, a point for TK. That's 6-3. What a shot, what a save.
Yes, I'd say Brigids are very, very happy that they got away with that. Shamey Oak was caught under the high ball. He just slipped and staggered a little bit, and Luke was inside. But in fairness to Shane Curran, he was off his line very fast. But I know if Luke got an opportunity like that, if he got it 9 times out of 10, he'd put it away. He probably could have gone around, even though Curran isn't the easiest man to get around. But I see he's down injured. Hopefully he hasn't to be replaced. I don't know whether he got caught with the shot or maybe ran into Shane after hitting the shot or what happened. But it was a golden opportunity that Strokestown will probably regret at this stage. Seems to be okay, so that's good anyway from a Strokestown point of view.
It was a great chance, but Curran, he's still hard beaten. He's a top-class goalie.
He's a top-class goalie, yeah. He's very alert. He's very alert at what stage of the day you see him at. So he was out very fast. He spreads himself well, so it's very difficult to beat him. But Luke still could have got round him, I thought. Maybe he just hastily took the shot.
The man from Belcoo and Fermanagh. Then of course Pierce McGinley across to the far side of the field. Instead of being 1 up, Strokestown are 3 down, and that's all thanks to Shane Curran. Ball knocked down across the far side of the field. Kenny Noonan playing ping pong with the ball. Kenny across to TK. TK to PK to Cormac Sheehy. Cormac has it. It's still Cormac Sheehy. Cormac is on the run again, very close to the sideline. Eamon Collins there is following him. It's going to be a free in there, and Cormac Sheehy is going down. And Jerry Keneally is having a word with Emmett Collins, the number 7 on the Strokestown team there. Emmett Collins, the man just knowing his rocket, and a yellow card there, a yellow card for number 7 on the Strokestown team. That's Emmett Collins for a foul. The free by PK. The prison officer down in the corner looking for Jimmy Nail. Jimmy has it back outside his PK, but Jimmy has it again. Another heavy challenge coming in there, and Emmett Collins, he was booked a couple of moments ago. He'd want to be very, very careful, but Emmett Collins back there, and Strokestown get away with it. They're coming out of the fence. They're a tough, hard physical outfit on Strokestown, a good defenders as well. As Shane Flaherty back inside there is Richie Dolan. The man has come in for Niall Owens. Richie Dolan across to Damien Donlan, and Damien Donlan there let the ball bounce for Kevin J, and Kevin J to Damien Donlan, and Kevin J's on the run again. Good play by Strokestown. Belcoo back into Kevin J Dolan, but Kevin J loses possession, and St. Brigids have it again, and here they come with Brian Lennon, but Brian Lennon forgot the golden rule to put the boot under the ball. That's why you have boots on your Brian. He picked it straight off the carpet. It's going to be a free down for Strokestown. 27 minutes gone in the opening half. Only 3 points for Strokestown. 6 points for St. Brigids, and Shane Curran made a super save. Now a high ball forward again, down looking for Conor Silk, the Ducky, but Ducky's not going to get this one. It's back inside there towards PK, Pornicle Commons. He's been every place. He's still going with the ball. Across is John Tiernan, a high probing ball forward, but back there is Damien Donlan. Good play from Damien Donlan, out to McGinley, into that forward. A hand pass over the top of everybody, and Strokestown are coming again. Now they have the overlap, some heavy challenges coming in, and the referee Jerry Kennevy is calling back play. 2 players collided there, but I think the St. Brigids man ran into the Strokestown man. Well, it really was 6-1, half a dozen the other there, but a heavy challenge coming in there. The Strokestown player is lying down the ground over in the far side of the field. In the last 3 or 4 minutes, Seamus, heavy knocks beginning to appear in the contest.
Yes, indeed. I think from the time Luke went down that time, which there was nothing malicious about that tackle, but I'd say from in the last few minutes there are fellas going in after the ball a little bit late, so Jerry Kennevy will have to take a grip of this game, and just he has booked a couple of lads, but if they aren't careful, someone will go off for maybe what might seem a simple tackle, but you can't go in on a guy when he's after releasing the ball and follow through with your tackle, and that's what has been done. Both it resulted in the far side of the field, and there was a Strokestown player booked there a few minutes ago for a similar tackle. So it doesn't serve any purpose. It's not a tough play. To go in after the ball is ridiculous play and will be penalised in today's game.
I make it just a minute to go to the half-time break. 60 seconds away. Strokestown could do with a score. No breeze in Dr. Hyde Park this afternoon. Lovely skies overhead. Perfect day for football. Everybody glued into it right now. Only a goal between them. Remember Shane Curran, that marvellous save to deny Lukey. Lukey has the free. He's about 50 yards out from goal. Here he comes. It'll land on the 21, land on the 13, and well caught by the man from Belcoo. McGinley, back outside it goes to Fla. Fla has it, he's making ground. A pass across in front of the goal. Shane Curran has it, and Shane Curran knocks the ball away there. But St. Brigids are coming away with it. That's Cormac Sheehy. Good play from Cormac Sheehy, the number 12 on the St. Brigids team. And he sells not 1 dummy, but 2 dummies. Just Cormac Sheehy. Great play from Sheehy. Certainly, he should be in mother care with the dummies. Another high challenge coming in there by Ronald Owens on the St. Brigids cornerback Michael O'Brien, and Jerry Kennevy. Is it going to be a tick? It looks like it is a tick in there. A ticking for Ronald Owens, the Strokestown midfielder there, number 8 in the Strokestown team. The man that was born the 26th of August 1972, the carpenter Ronald Owens from Anamore in Strokestown, takes a foul there on one of the St. Brigids player, and Billy Joyce gone in to have a look at his cornerback. His cornerback is the 27-year-old electrician Michael O'Brien, the man from the Hudson Bay in Kiltoom. It's going to be a free to be taken by the man from Mountbannon. That's Carl Mangan. Carl takes the free quickly down to the brother John. John is not there. The man that's there is Damien Donlan, and Damien Donlan and John Tiernan are in the wars as well. And that's another Strokestown coming again. They have a free with Damien Donlan, and the referee says didn't take him in the correct position, but Strokestown player down injured there is Ronald Owens, and it's Damien Donlan being penalised for not taking the free from the wrong position. Or Jerry Kennevy is calling back Damien Donlan there for a challenge on John Mangan, but it's going to be a free for Strokestown. It's going to be a free to be taken from the man from Newtown. That's Emmett Collins. So then Emmett Collins will kick the free himself, left-footed, down towards Daisy. That's Derek Hagan. It's still Derek Hagan. Derek on the 50-yard line, across, looking for Kevin J. Dolan. He's asking a lot of him. Kenny Noonan is there. Kenny Noonan's a good cornerback, and Kevin J. is battling across there as well. It comes off the Strokestown man, out over the sideline. It's going to be a line ball down for the Strokestown men. We're now in stoppage time. Strokestown could do with a score before the half-time break. They're down by 3 points. St. Brigids haven't won the final since 97. Strokestown haven't won the title since 92. And here they come with Lukey. Lukey is out where he probably should be himself where the ball lands. A high probing ball forward, knocked back inside there, and Conor Silk is in there as well. But away comes Michael O'Brien, and Michael O'Brien working the ball back inside there to the captain Basil Mangan. Basil Mangan to Carl. They're not relation, and away they come again with Tony Kilcommons. Tony to Basil Mangan. Great play by St. Brigids. Across on the far side of the field is PK. That's Pornicle Commons. Down looking for Dixie. Dixie O'Brien. Dixie O'Brien is on the ground. There's 9 sets of brothers on the field of play out there this afternoon. What a collection of brothers. St. Brigids have 5 and Strokestown have 4. The O'Briens, the Linnans, the Mannions, the Kilcommons and the Cliffords from St. Brigids. And of course then on the Strokestown team, the Owens, the Cassidys, the Dolans and the Hanleys. What a collection of family members. What a family tree in Dr. Hyde Park. 6-3 in favour of Brigids. It comes to another brother. That's Brian Lennon. It's still Brian Lennon. He's going to go for a score. He's not. It's still Brian Lennon. He'll want to be careful. He's robbed there. Great play from Emmett Collins. Emmett Collins down looking for Lukey. Lukey has it. The man from Clune Free. It's still Lukey. 6-3 in favour of Brigids. Luke Dolan. A lovely ball into Kevin J. Kevin J is on the ground. Kevin J has it. He's like a little butterfly. He's still on the ground. He shot it blocked there. And the St. Brigids cornerback of the wing back, Jason Kelly, the Garda, he picks the ball off the ground. It's going to be a free in for the Strokestown men. And this could be the last action of the opening half. And Luke Dolan has it, the ball in his hand, as Josephine Rogers is gone in to have a look at Kevin J. Dolan. He's so hard to mark. He's so elusive. He's so small, but I tell you one thing, that man, he has the legs of a greyhound, but he has the heart of a lion, has Kevin J. Dolan. The clock is 33 minutes gone in the opening half, in the O'Gara's Royal Hotel Roscommon Senior Football Championship Final. The lab technician takes the ball off the builder. Luke Dolan walks away, and Shane Flaherty is about to kick the free. The babby of 92, 18 years of age, Fla, is playing in his 4th county final this afternoon. One middle winner, and Shea has kicked it in, and he has kicked it over the bar. A good score for Strokestown in the 4th minute of stoppage time, and that makes the scoreboard now to my left. 6 points for St. Brigids, 4 points for Strokestown, and certainly at half time it's going to be very, very interesting for the second half, because only 2 points between them. They've been at it hammer and tongs. The warm-up is now over. The real action will begin in the second half as Shane Curran is about to kick out the ball. 31 years of age, the sales rep. 3 county final defeats. Kick out from Curran. Out in the centre it goes. And Strokestown have given away a free. It's going to be a free down for St. Brigids men. The next score could be vital. Cormac Sheehy, the St. Aloysius student, is in a hurry. Down it goes, looking for Dixie. Dixie has it. Brendan Dixie O'Brien, the accountant. He's gone right away. He's got Cormac Sheehy. Now he's going for a score himself, and he has kicked it over the bar. As Brendan Dixie O'Brien, number 14 in the Strokestown St. Brigids team, he's got a point there. But Cormac Sheehy was inside, Seamus.
That's true. Yeah, there was a goal on there which would have make it very difficult to. Just going into half-time, it was a great time to get a goal, but it would have made it difficult for Strokestown for their half-time speech of Pat Doherty. But he opted for his pint, didn't panic, papped it over the bar, but definitely if he passed it over to Sheehy, there was a goal definitely on the cards.
A goal between the sides, and the referee, Jerry Kennevy, calls half-time here. An interesting first half. Strokestown started well, but St. Brigids have hit back. 5 of St. Brigids forwards have scored. It's all to play for. It's 7-4. Seamus, the last word with you. Never mind Eamon Dunphy. We'll have the last word with Seamus Hayden. Half time, all to play for Seamus, that's it.
It is, yeah. I'd say what we said earlier on in the game, it still looks like Brigids seem to be that little bit more in control, but Strokestown are getting into the physical exchanges, and they'll go in at half time. They'll be happy that there's only 3 points between them. They're still there in the game. They haven't really played that well. They had an opportunity of a goal and it was saved, a good save from Shane Curran, so they will take heart out of that, and they'll know that at this stage that they can win it. If there were in any doubt beforehand, they'll know if they come out with all guns blazing and get a good start that the game is there for them.
Thank you very much, Seamus. So there we have it, Billy. Half time at Dr. Hyde Park in Roscommon. Shane Curran's magnificent save separates the sides. St. Brigids 7 points, Strokestown 4, all to play for. Strokestown goal. Yeah, shite, I know. Right. No, who got Kevin J, was it?
Kevin J, yeah.
Could have been a penalty. Who was fouled? Florida, was it? Who was fouled? The ball broke loose. It could have been a penalty.
You told him it was penalty. John Rogers.
Yeah, John Rogers was a penalty.
Yeah.
What time did it come? Minute and a half. Going to be fucking tough last 25 years now. What's incredible? Yes, indeed, Benny. We're a minute and a half into the second half and we missed the Strokestown goal. So certainly the cat has joined the pigeons. It's like the front tribunal. It's all opened up here in Dr. Hyde Park. And Strokestown have come out of the blocks like Armagh in Croke Park. And here they come, or like Ballymahan last Sunday. And Strokestown have a free in for themselves. It really was a, well, cat and mouse stuff round the St. Brigids goal. Luke Shamey Oak McDonald missed the ball coming in. It bounced over him. Luke Dolan, a shot that was blocked. Back into John Rogers. It looked like a penalty. Referee waved play on. And it broke to Kevin J. Dolan. And he took the leverage into the far corner. All square at the moment. But hold your breath. Because Lukey is about to kick Strokestown in front, I would say. 30 from goal. Lukey with the kick and Lukey with the point. And Pat Dooley, whatever he said at half-time has worked. Luke has got his third point. Seamus off air, we were saying at half-time, Strokestown needed a goal. On air, they've got one and they're in front.
Yes, indeed, Willie. That's going to open it up right for the second half. I suppose a lot of neutrals here would have liked to see that happening because Brigids seem to be in control. If Brigids got the goal, we would have said that it was just a matter of playing in the time. But at this stage now, Strokestown are back into the game, and anything can happen at this stage. You know, like so, Strokestown would definitely be confident. Obviously, they came out with all guns blazing. So it's game on big time here for the last 25, 28 minutes of the game. Anything can happen, so we'll just have to stay with it and enjoy it as a county final should be.
1 point between them. 8 to Strokestown, 7 to St. Brigids. Shane Curran, 3 times the loser. Out on the centre, a push on one of the St. Brigids player. It's going to be a free in to the new urgency to the men from Kiltoom right now. Up by 3 at the break, down by 1 in the early stages. Here comes Dixie O'Brien. Still Dixie O'Brien being shattered by the Strokestown defence. Strokestown's gander is up. These boys will fight for it, one thing for sure. Across the far side of the field, it comes outside to Carl Maggot. A kick there that's gone in round the goal, and a kick that's gone wide. It's the first wide of the second half. Brigids have 5, Strokestown have 3. But if a team ever needed a goal, it was Strokestown. Kevin J. Dolan got a goal. Coming into the game, Kevin J had 1-2 scored. Well, make that 2-3. He's now got a goal and a point, has Kevin J. Dolan. He got a point in the first half and a goal in the second half. Galway may be under 21 champions. Billy Joyce hoping for a double family celebration tonight. Derek Hagan knocks the ball down. Of course, Billy Joyce, the manager of St. Brigids. But right now, they're on the attack in looking for Jimmy O'Connor. Jimmy O'Connor and Adrian Cassidy. It's still Jimmy O'Connor. Jimmy Nail. Jimmy has it. Jimmy still going for goal. Pass outside to John Tiernan. Are we level? We're level at Dr. Hyde Park in Roscommon. John Tiernan has got his second point of the game. The 23-year-old practicing accountant, and Ronald Owen's name is going into the referee's notebook. Jerry Kenneby, is it a yellow card? Ronald Owens has been booked after 7 minutes of the second half. 1-5 to Strokestown, 8 points for St. Brigids. They've never met in a county final. They had one famous meeting in '96 in Dr. Hyde Park when Strokestown beat St. Brigids with 12 men. 4 men were sent off in a really hard-hitting encounter. Right now, 15 plays 15, 8 plays 8. Kick out from Percy, Donald Hanley, out hanging on the 50-yard line. Ball knocked down, all guns blazing here right now. The ball across on the far side of the field. The clock tells me 23 minutes to play. Seamus, it'll be hard calling right now.
Yes, it depends on who will respond best now and who's the best battling qualities. But there is a lot of football to be played. I think Brigids will be anxious to settle it back in and get the rhythm going. Strokestown will be keep dogging away and hopefully they'll get another break. But they're full of heart, this Strokestown team.
Morgan Byrne to Shane Flaherty to Derek Hagan. Hagan is on the run inside, looking for the duck. The duck is on the run. The duck is down. The ducky has it. It's still Connor Silk. Connor Silk is making great ground. It's still Silky. Very, very close to the sideline. Across in front to Lukey. Lukey has it. Will he pull the trigger? It's still Lukey Dolan. To Pierce McGinley. A kick from McGinley. And Strokestown lead in Dr. Hyde Park in Roscommon. The man from Belcoo in County Fermanagh has got his first score of the game. The man that's known as the Baylor, 27 years of age. He did a bit of rapping there. He kicked the ball over the bar and Strokestown lead by a point. 1-6 to 8, 9 to 8, and Curran with the kick out. Curran's kick is on the 70-yard line, out beyond the 70, down to young John Mangan. We've a cracking Roscommon County final on our hands right now, in over the top there. But Adrian Cassidy, he may be 21, you think he's 31. He was that composed. Out across to Damien Danlon, the captain of 92. The great Roscommon servant, Connacht medal winner, Damien Dallin, into Derek Hagan. Derek Hagan across on the far side to Emmett Collins. Emmett Collins down to the duck. The duck is coming out in front of the man. When I mention the duck anymore, you know it's Connor Silk. A high ball forward into Lukey. But the ball is well knocked down there. Very, very good play by Tim Bridges' defence. And that's Kenny Noonan. Kenny Noonan to Michael O'Brien. Michael O'Brien back outside it goes to Porrickle Commons. Porrickle Commons, right foot of him Porrick, down into the centre. But Strokestown are coping well as Jimmy O'Connor goes back and Jimmy O'Connor loses possession across on the far side of the field. Heavy challenge coming in here in the 2002 Roscommon Senior Football Championship final. 1-6 is 9, 8 for St. Bridges. It's a point game. Is the referee giving a free hit for St. Bridges there over on the far side of the field, or is it looks like it could be a line ball across on the far side of the field? No, it's going to be a hot ball, in fact. Not a free, not a line ball, but a hot ball. The ball is knocked down, and St. Bridges have it with young John Mangan. Young John Mangan into Brian Lennon. It's still Brian Lennon. A kick from Brian Lennon, but a brilliant block. No, well, I said a brilliant block. It's not. It's going to be a free in for St. Bridges. A chance at the equaliser from my advantage point up here. Maybe a hand came in there, a foot block. It's certainly St. Bridges player is lying down on the ground. Jerry Knieve was very, very close to the action. It should be the equaliser here in Dr. Hyde Park. We have played almost 11 minutes of the second half and we have a 1-point game. It should be level. Jimmy Nail has only got 1 point so far. That in the opening half, he hasn't scored from a free yet. Only 1 point in the game. He's man, ain't that now. Of course, the famous single Jimmy Nail was a one-hit wonder. Jimmy will kick the free himself. Jimmy kicks the free, and the ball has got over the bar, and the sides are level. It's the second point of the game for the 21-year-old Fisher, and we're all square at 9 points apiece.
Yes, indeed, it's all to play for here at Hyde Park. Some people were saying at half-time that it wasn't a good game of football, but I thought it opened very fast. Good open football. It maybe a little bit of a lull in the middle of in the first half, but it certainly has come to light in the beginning of the second half. So it's good football as the referee stalls it because there's a substitution going on for the Strokestown team. Pat Dury reckons he has another ace up his sleeve, so he's trying something on the. He's putting on. I'll put you back to Willie. He'll tune you in on what's happening on the football field.
Leo Shield is coming on for Strokestown. Ronald Owens is coming off. The 29-year-old Leo Shield is coming in. The former All-Ireland Colleges A winner with St. John's, Leo Shield, is coming in. And Ronald Owens has gone off. Donald Hanley will kick out the ball. All square in Hyde Park. Did I see in Keenan's bookies during the week that it was 8-1 the draw between Strokestown and St. Bridges? Right now, Seamus, well, it's been a while since we had a draw in a county final in Roscommon. The kick out is taken and Cartonical Commons comes out of Aer Lingus skies with the ball in hand across to PK. PK down looking for Jimmy Nail, but Jimmy Nail being policed over there by Adrian Cassidy, and Cassidy's going to win a free for himself, who worked in the summer in Roscommon Leisure Swimming Pool. The whole St. Bridges dugout is coming out for a run. Billy Joyce has sent 12, 13 players for a thrash around Dr. Hyde Park. Shane Flaherty, the man is every place. It's Flaherty. Back in center goes to McGinley. Back goes Strokestown. Patient from the back there, but they've given the ball away there. And St. Brigids have it with young John Mangan. Young John Mangan being surrounded by half the Strokestown team, but to win it back, they work so hard for one another. This huge commitment in the Strokestown team. They're like Armagh. They die for one another in the football field, and they've won it free. Seamus, this huge character and determination.
There is indeed, Willie. Yeah, that's what Strokestown have. I suppose a lot of the smaller clubs, even though Strokestown isn't a small club, but a lot of the smaller clubs have that sort of commitment, and the less successful clubs down through the years, that they know they have it, they're up against it, and they gel better together when they get into a final, and they fight like tigers for one another. But Strokestown have this, and it'll be interesting to see whether that fight and that heart will be good enough to win the day for them today.
St. Brigids are coming away with the ball. The sky is getting a little bit dull. The evening is upon us in Dr. Hyde Park, but we still have 18 minutes of this contest to go. A great final in Ballymahan last Sunday, or a great final in Langford that Ballymahan won, and we have a great final in Dr. Hyde Park. And speaking of Ballymahan, there was a man playing for Ballymahan that was here in 97, that was here in the year 2000. Of course, that's Frankie Dolan. 1-8 last Sunday. No longer a Brigids player, now a Ballymahan player. His former club, St. Brigids, are level in the county final. A quick free from Cormac Sheehy. It goes astray, and that's tremendous play from Luke Dolan. Look where Luke Dolan is, number 14. He'll want to get a car to go from where he is right now to his home at full forward. But Lukey, he'll get there eventually. It comes inside to Morgan Byrne and Emmet Collins, and Lukey has it, and Luke Dolan seems to be going back in, playing as a kind of a sweeper at the moment. He's leaving it to the young bucks. The young buck is Kevin J. Dolan. Kevin J. Dolan back to the duck. A kick from the duck. They're in front. They're in front on Strokestown lead again. Conor Silk has got his first point on the board this afternoon. Young Silky and Strokestown lead by 1-7-9. The clock tells me we're at three-quarter stage. 15 minutes left in the county final of the year 2002. Luke, 1 goal and 7-9, and Conor Silk has got a point for Strokestown. He's first of the afternoon. Make it 3-8 for Silky right now. The count is taken from Jane Corn down towards John Tiernan, the man with the left knee bandage. He sold the ball with his left. It's a gripping final right now. Strokestown are leading by 10-9. Johnny Tiernan across into the centre. All hands to the pump right now. As St. Brigids are on the charge. Across into the centre. They're under pressure, St. Brigids. They're like Bertie Ahern. They're under pressure. A kick coming in for St. Brigids there. Out behind the goal. And out behind the goal and wide. The second half tally. 6 wides for St. Brigids in total. Strokestown have only got 3 wides. And Sean Collins, a great golfer, walks the sideline for Strokestown. Pat Dooley, the hands are on the hips. A wonderful footballer was Pat Dooley. He played 13 years for Roscommon. A St. Brigids player lying down on the ground. It's hard to see from here which St. Brigids player is lying down on the ground. St. Brigids, of course, a famous club down through the years. 15 players from the club of St. Brigids have won All-Ireland medals with Roscommon at junior and senior level. Of course, we had the late Paddy Cummins in 1939, Paddy Donnelly in 39 as well. But Strokestown, not to be outdone, a proud club of Strokestown, and 10 of Strokestown footballers down through the years have won All-Ireland medals at senior, at junior, at under 21 and at minor. Today in County Roscommon, it's the 103rd Roscommon Senior Football Championship Final. 2 players lying down on the ground. A Strokestown player, a St. Brigids player. It looks like young Cassidy from Strokestown is down. John Tiernan is down for St. Brigids. Jerry Kennevy went in to have a word with his umpires this afternoon. So Jerry has gone in to have a word with his umpires. Jerry Pettit, Jimmy Nicholson, Sean Kelly and Benny O'Brien are his 4 umpires at Dr. Hyde Park this afternoon. Is it Ronnie Shield that's coming on for Strokestown? It looks like Ronald Shield coming in to the Strokestown team. Number 18 is coming on for Strokestown. That's Ronnie Shield. He's in at 24. Eddie Nestor has come on for St. Brigids. And we'll have to see who's coming off. Is it John Rogers? John Rogers is coming off the Strokestown team. Ronnie Shield is in. Strokestown are leading by 1 point. And here they come. Derek Hagan. Luke Dolan, the pass inside. Strokestown are coming again. They come to Pierce McGinley. A kick from McGinley. And Strokestown lead by 2. Pierce McGinley has kicked it over the bar. The 27-year-old Baylor has got the last 2 points. It's 1-8 to Strokestown. It's 9 points to St. Brigids, 2 points between them. 11 plays 9. St. Brigids are now under serious pressure, Seamus.
They are indeed. Yeah. Strokestown have this, as I say, this heart, but they also have the football. They went through there in a good movement. They're not panicking. They're not getting excited. They just are keeping themselves nosed in front since they got that goal. They're conscious of the occasion. They want to win it. They're going to stick there right to the last. And unless there's a goal against them, I think with points, it'll be very difficult to throw them back. But having said that, this Brigids team have been there before. They know what it's all about. They're a fit team. They're a strong team. So it'll be down to the last few minutes, I'd say, of this game, and it'll probably, as I said before, it'll be the fight that'll be in the Tiger at the end that'll decide.
The fight that's in the dog. It doesn't matter about the size of the dog. It's the fight that's in the dog that makes all the difference. And right now, Strokestown, they may be down by the bookies during the week, but right now their gander is up. And whatever Pat Dury said at half-time, perhaps Pat Dury was listening to Joe Kernan in Crow Park for Armagh. He had the same team talk in the second half, but Pat Dury, he hasn't got it on the middle. He could throw at the wall or run it up middle like Joe Kernan. But right now, Strokestown are on the attack, down to Kevin J. He's going for an adventurous score. It's high. Shane Curran is looking at it, and Shane Curran has it collected. And Shane Curran out into the centre it goes. St. Brigids, champions in 97, lost in the year 2000. Strokestown, winners in 92, a high ball forward, inside looking for Brendan Dixie O'Brien. O'Brien is gone for it, and a brilliant save on the line there. What the number 4, Adrian Cassidy. Oh, what a save. O'Brien got the ball over Donald Hanley's head, but back there was young Cassidy. Tremendous save. I think it was Adrian Cassidy. They're twins, Adrian and Damien. Cass 1 and Cass 2. Here comes Lukey. Lukey has it on the 50-yard line. Lukey with a big kick and a big wide. That was good corner back play.
It was indeed. That was great work by at the defence. I think Donald Hanley didn't know whether he should come or not. It was a dangerous ball, a hard ball, but he just came in time. But the forward did well, but the back did twice as well. He got in on his line and covered for his goalie when his goalie had himself committed. At this stage, I see Donald down on but I don't think he got, unless he got a twinge or something, I don't think he got a knock from any of the opposition.
Seamus, we had Armagh, we had Ballymahan. Could we have Strokestown?
Well, this is the year for it. You know, anything can happen when teams get to the final. The underdogs have a lot of the advantages. So we'll just wait and see. But I'm sure Pat Dury will be hoping that he can repeat what his better-known counterparts maybe around the country have done over the last few weeks.
Certainly, Seamus, it's been a great second half. People said at half time the quality wasn't that high, but certainly in recent years, maybe Kilbride and St. Brigids in the year 2000 was a very good final. But it really is keeping everybody on their toes here. You know, it's like a spider to the web.
Yes, indeed. The quality of football isn't fantastic, but you won't get that in finals. But the heart and the passion of the game is unique to final day, and that's what we have today. So it's again the passion and the will to win and the unwillingness to lose a final that brings out the best in some of those players, and that's what they're giving all out there today for. And it's just debatable whether the team with the most heart is either Brigids or Strokestown. But at this stage of the game, it just seems to be swinging slightly in Strokestown's favour. They seem to be just getting the little bit of the call, a little bit of the rub of the green. So if that stays with them for another 15 minutes or 10 minutes, they'll be very happy.
Well, Seamus, we have 9.5 to play. 1-8 is 11, 9 for Brigids. What that team talk, I keep going back to it, Pat Dury, whatever he said to them. But Strokestown always had courage. In 92, they won marvellous final against Roscommon Gales. This team has never beaten. This was a team that were well beaten by St. Aidan's in the first round of the championship. But what a job Pat Dury has done with them. A credit to all in Strokestown. But St. Brigids are not bad yet. A high ball forward, inside, tremendous play to the loose man inside. It's a free end, and we have a 1-point game. That was a brilliant fetch in there by Brendan O'Brien. He couldn't get the ball into Jimmy O'Connor, but now Jimmy will surely kick this over the bar, and we'll have a 1-point game with 8 minutes to play. Jimmy O'Connor, left-footed, a point from Jimmy O'Connor. His 3rd point of the game from Jimmy after 22 minutes of the second half. 1-8 to 10. At half-time, it was 7 points to 4. Brigids have got 3 points in the second half, and Strokestown, they have got a goal and 4 in the second half. The first goal of the second half, a goal from Kevin J. Dolan. In, of course, Strokestown, 9 titles to their credit, playing in their 18th final. And of course, if there's any ladies listening this afternoon, you have 85 shopping days to Christmas. right now. Who's Santa Claus going to come to in the mid-6th of October? Will it be Strokestown? Will it be St. Brigids? Eddie Nestor has been on, he's been off, on again, off again. Eddie is on, and John Tiernan is coming off the St. Brigids team. John, well, doubts about him during the week with a knee injury. He picked up against Clonagale. John is off, and in is Eddie Nestor. A great warrior is Eddie, wearing number 24 on his back. The man that works with Dunstores and at Loan. The kick out from Tony Hanley. A great kick out. Donald Hanley short to Derek Hagan. I make it 7 minutes to play in Hyde Park. Strokestown have 11 and Brigids have 10. And here comes Derek Hagan. He's penalised for over-carrying, and St. Brigids have it, and they have the overlap here. John Mangan to Brian Lennon. The whole St. Brigids are roaring at him. Inside is Eddie. Eddie has it. Are we level? Still Eddie Nestor. A kick from Eddie Nestor, and a wide from Eddie Nestor. That's an equaliser written all over it, Seamus.
Yes, indeed, but I thought Strokestown were a little bit harshly done by, there was a okay, maybe he overcarried and Jerry had decided to blow the whistle just before he got a tackle, because he got a tackle that would have given him a free to Strokestown, and while he was on the ground, the quick free back to Brigids' favour. So maybe just on that occasion, not that I'd like to be seen to be subordinate either side, but on that occasion, I'd say it was just as it was done that the ball went wide at the other end of the field. Donald Hanley with a good long kick out right out of the middle of the field.
Ball knocked down in the middle of the field. Drama and attention at plenty. The sun is shining in October. Where else would you have it? You haven't gone to Portugal or Spain or Mallorca for a bit of sun. What about Ireland? What about Roscommon on county final day? The last draw in a county final with Strokestown in 1992 against the Gales in Elphin. The clock is 6.5 to play, and Strokestown have given away a free. St. Brigids have a free in. And I tell you one thing, do not adjust the set. Do not leave the kitchen or the sitting room. Jimmy Nail has it. The equaliser. He's turning. He's kicking. The umpires have a look. It's gone wide. Jimmy O'Connor on the 21-metre line. You don't put €20 on him to kick that over the bar. He kicked 6 in Ballyforden. He has only kicked 3 this afternoon. I see down here in front of me there's a packet of sweets going round. We'd give anything for a packet of sweets right now up here. Lozenges for our throats. A point between the teams. 11 plays 10, and Strokestown have the 1 point advantage. The kick out from Donald Hanley, the man from Lisryan in Strokestown. There'll be a party in Lisryan till Christmas if Donny lifts the Fahy Cup. Derek Hagan has the ball. What sun we have in October. What beautiful weather. Kick out is taken down towards the Duck. The Duck is on his motorbike again. It's Kevin J. Dolan, in fact. It's still Kevin J. He's on the ground. Referee not giving him a free. Kevin J. back out to Ronnie. Ronnie Shield. Lukey is screaming for the ball on the far side. Nobody can spot Lukey. They can't hear him. Strokestown have it again. They're a point up. They're going for a free inside. But Strokestown have given the ball away. And away comes St. Brigids. But Strokestown have it back again with Derek Hagan. What a man. Derek Hagan. Now Lukey has the ball. Surely a point for Lukey. A kick from Lukey. And a point from Luke Dolan. And Strokestown lead by 2. Luke Dolan has kicked it over the bar. That's his third point in the game. He was screaming for about 2 minutes to get that pass.
Well, I'd say he'd have said a few words to a few of the forwards, his colleagues on the field, if he hadn't got that ball, because he was shouting for about, I suppose, a minute and a half, which is a long time while an attack is building up. So but he justified his shouts by slotting it over the bar when he got it. So it was a fantastic score, but he's fired up for this game. Luke has been around a long time. He's putting in a fair effort. Probably one of the more experienced players on the field. So, but he's putting in a hell of an effort. He's even floating out around the midfield area collecting ball. And as Willie says earlier on, that's a long way away from his home area in around the corner of the square. But it's good effort, and they definitely want to win this game. So if Brigids want to win it more, it's all to be seen.
In full bite, till there's 5 minutes and 3. That makes it 8 minutes to play. 5 minutes of stoppage time. 1 goal and 9 is 12 to 10. A 2-point game at Dr. Hyde Park in Roscommon. Pat Dury has a look at his watch. Kick out from Curran. 3 times the loser. High ball forward, but Derek Hagan has it. A high challenge from Derek Hagan. Coming in there by young John Mangan and Josephine Rogers. She's been a busy physio. This afternoon has been Josephine, and Paddy Mulligan walks back. Billy Joyce walks the sideline as well. So the last draw was in 92. Strokestown haven't won the final since 1992. John Tiernan takes off his boots. He's injured. Strokestown could be about to really a fairy tale into the championship. Strokestown lost to St. Aidan's, beat Shannon Gales, beat Kilglass Gales, beat Porrick Pierces, beat Roscommon Gales. Donald Hanley has only conceded 1 goal in his last 4 outings. It's now over 300 minutes since Donald Hanley was beaten by a goal. It'll take a goal for St. Brigids to win the final. Donald Hanley playing in his 5th county final. Seamus with Mitchell and Luke Dolan. He's playing in his 6th county final this afternoon, and he's only won 1. That was way back in 1992 when we had 5 minutes of injury time. Added on another minute now. Jerry Keogh can go back to his PA and announce there'll be another minute and a half of stoppage time to add on to everybody in Dr. Hyde Park. The sun is beaming down. It looked like it was gone to bed for the evening. All of a sudden, it's come out, and the sun is shining right now in Strokestown. 1-9 is 12. They have a 2-point advantage. And is there a yellow card coming out there? There is. For the St. Brigids number 10, a heavy challenge on the back of Derek Hagan. He's been a good midfielder. Tommy Carroll, the Roscommon manager, is here, Seamus. He's worked hard, young Hagan.
He has, surely. There has been a lot of talk about Derry Hagan over the last while back, but he definitely has the ability. No one, I'd say, that has watched him would doubt that. He's a good footballer. He comes from a good footballing family. He has loads of ability. It's just a matter of whether he can. Some people say that he can at times move away from the game and he mightn't be seen for a while, but that's maybe a job for a good manager, to get him focused in and to get him to stay tuned into the game and the job in hand. But certainly he has the ability, and as you say, Tommy Carr and his friends are here, and no doubt they'll be reminded numerous times over the next 6 months about the talent that's in Strokestown, the talent that's in Brigids, so today they can make up their own mind, which they will have to do at the end of the day.
We're now in stoppage time. I'd say with about 6 more minutes to play. Our 30 minutes are up, and we have a 2-point game. A Shamey Old MacDonald makes another mistake. Conor Silk could win the county final. He has! Conor Silk, the man that scored the duck, has won the county final for Strokestown. They're 5 points in front. It's 2-9 to 10 points, and Conor Silk. Another mistake by Seamus Old MacDonald. The British full back line. It let in Conor Silk. And Shane Curran not on the first attempt. And Conor Silk into the back of the net. It's 2-9 to 10 points. And all hell is about to break loose in Dr. Hyde Park. The man that's called the Duck has scored a goal. Oh, there'll be some celebration in Strokestown tonight. They're up by 5 points. Pat Doring did a jig that I don't think a Cayley dancer did in his lifetime. 2-9 to 10 points. 5 points they're up with about 5 minutes to play. What drama in Dr. Hyde Park in Roscommon. And Conor Silk, he's like a man that has won the lotto. He probably has. He has scored the winning goal probably in a county final. Kevin Jay and Conor Silk has got the 2 goals for Strokestown. Kick out is taken. Out in the centre of the field. St. Brigids need 2 goals to win the match right now. But Strokestown haven't. What a turnaround in the second half. Shane Flaherty has it. Shane Flaherty looking for somebody to pass the ball to. Back across it goes into his own full back line. It's Damien Donlan. Damien Donlan to Luke Dolan. Luke Dolan down to Derek Hagan. Derek Hagan has the ball. It's still Derek. Derek looking for options. He's going for a magnificent point. Oh, what a score! What a score from Derek Hagan. He has kicked it over the bar. And Strokestown lead by 10. 2 goals and 10 for Strokestown. 10 points for St. Brigids. Expedition stuff, Seamus.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I'd say, again, for the credit of that, Luke Dolan won a ball in the middle of the field and pushed onto his weaker foot, his right foot. He gave a great ball down along the line to young Hagan, but young Hagan executed it supremely. Fantastic ball. So Strokestown are definitely in control of this game at the moment.
The clock tells me 2 minutes into injury time, but it will have at least 4 more minutes, I would say, of stoppage time. Well, we get back to Armagh. We get back to Ballymahan. And now it looks like we're back to Strokestown. There'll be some party in Strokestown if it can hold on for the next 3 or 4 minutes of play. Out to the man from Belcoo and Fermanagh. It's also county final day in Fermanagh today, but Pierce McGinley couldn't give a hoot. I'd say who wins the Fermanagh county final. He's about to win the Roscommon one, unless St. Brigids can do something. That certainly no team has done that I can remember, being 6 points down in injury time. It could be another goal. Kevin J. Dolan, he takes his point, and that's it surely now. It's all over now anyway. Kevin J. Dolan has kicked it over the bar. 2-11 to 10 points. I don't think anybody could hold their hand up and say Strokestown would have won this county final by maybe 7 points, James.
Well, yes, it's incredible what's happening here now. Just again, that was a very cool play by young Dolan. He could have went for the goal. Things had opened up in front of him, but he steadied himself and tapped it over the bar. Very cool, very experienced play from a young guy.
St. Brigids on the attack, but St. Brigids at this stage have given up. Strokestown know they have it. The clock is 4 minutes of injury time. 2-11 to 10 points. Supporters are screaming out of Hyde Park. The other supporters are screaming down towards the Strokestown dugout. Pat Dury asked Johnny Cox what's left, the linesman. A free in for Strokestown. Right now, St. Brigids have fallen apart and Strokestown are about to celebrate. Incredible scenes here at Dr. Hyde Park. Strokestown supporters about to converge on the sideline. They brought Pat Dury in from Éire Óg last year to manage Strokestown. They were beaten by St. Aidan's in their quarry. They looked out, they looked down, but suddenly Strokestown have come back in the losers group, and Donald Hanley is about to win the county final as captain. Luke Dolan, well, it's a bit tougher than Paul McGinley on the 18 green in the Ryder Cup. But here he comes, Lukey, hanging in round the goal. The ball knocked down, they have it again there, but St. Brigids coming out. It's hard to believe as well that Shane Curran is about to lose his fourth county final. And away comes St. Brigids with John Mangan across on the far side of the field. St. Brigids looked all winning at half time, but in the second half, only one team in it. Strokestown has scored 2-7 in the second half, and St. Brigids have got 3 points. That tells its own story. They've outscored St. Brigids by 13 points to 3 in the second half. It tells its own story, really. Is it number 18 is coming on the Strokestown team? Number 18 is Kenny Bosket. Kenny Bosket is coming on. He certainly has done so much for Strokestown to get them to the final. Probably unlucky not to be in the final, but right now, all celebrations. The Cats beat Clare in the hurling final in Croke Park. The Cats are about to be crowned intermediate or senior football champions, and we go back to 1992 because the intermediate double in 92 was St. Foyles and Strokestown. The intermediate and senior double in 2002 is St. Foyles and Strokestown as well. 10 years apart, both clubs have done the double. Right now, here comes the Strokestown men. The clock is 5 minutes of injury time. The Ducky has it. The Ducky has got a goal. If this goes over the bar, he'll surely win the lotto win tonight. No, out behind the goal and wide. So Seamus, celebration in Ballyleague and Strokestown.
Yes, indeed. As I said, I don't know the statistics, but you obviously have them worked out. But there will be some celebrations in Strokestown this evening. And this team deserve it. It's a fantastic performance. It just shows when a team is on top and when things are going well for them, and the heart and the battling qualities.
John Mangan for Brigids. They have to go for a goal right now. Back outside again. But Strokestown, they have the wall of China back in front of Brigids. Right now, it's still St. Brigids. Kenny Noonan, the corner back, is up there. He's gone to ground and he wins a free for himself. A free in the 37th minute of the county final. 2-11 to 10. Doesn't matter, even if they got a goal at this stage. They still want 2 more to win it. St. Brigids have to get 3 goals. They'd have to do a Glasgow Celtic or a Glasgow Rangers on it to pull this out of the fire. But there's no Lawrence, there's certainly one thing. There's no Henrik Larsson in the St. Brigids outfit right now this afternoon to even get 1 goal. Jimmy Nail, Cormac Sheehy is going for it. Here he comes, he's got a point. Cormac has kicked it over the bar, and it's 2 goals and 11, and a little bit of a shamazel breaking out down there, out in front of Jerry Kennevy as Cormac Sheehy. And right now, a Strokestown player is lying down on the ground. The game, well, we're 31 minutes away from the Angelus on a Sunday evening on the 6th of October, but the bell is tiled here surely now. Strokestown players and British players involved behind the goal as well. Strokestown have the game won. A Strokestown player lying down the ground. Kenny Bosket came on for Shane Flaherty. But Damien Donlan, Donald Hanley, Ronald Owens, Leo Shield, all these boys are about to win their 2nd championship title here this afternoon. 10 years ago, they were last winners. It's hard to see them here, Seamus, what Strokestown player is lying down on the ground. It's very, very difficult to see who's on the ground from our advantage point up here. And there's is it a red card? I've seen a red card for some player. I'm not sure who it is, but there's a red card for St. Brigids player that's coming off the field of play right now at the moment. It must have been an instant off the ball. Is it Jimmy O'Connor? I don't know. It's hard to see from here who's coming off. But St. Brigids are down. It looks like it could be Jimmy O'Connor that's been sent off the St. Brigids team. But certainly it's been all up, it's been all over. Jerry Kennevy, is he asking for the ball? He wants another ball. The Strokestown supporters are on the sideline. It's 2-11 to 11 points. Well, nobody can say Strokestown didn't deserve to win it. They beat Porrick Pierces, they beat Roscommon Gales, and they've beaten St. Brigids. They've come the hard way in the last few minutes. In fact, it is Jimmy O'Connor. It looks like that has been sent off the St. Brigids team. 2 goals and 11 to 11 points is the scoreboard. It doesn't matter right now. It is David O'Connor that has been sent off. We're in the 39th minute of the final. Jerry Kennevy wants the ball, and Strokestown are champions for the 10th time in their history, and the first time since 1992. It's like our man Croke Park. Everybody is coming onto the field of play. What a moment, what an occasion at Dr. Hyde Park in Roscommon. Strokestown are champions. The 10-year famine is over. 2 second-half goals from Kevin J. Dolan and Conor Silk. One at the beginning of the second half and one at the end have won the final for Strokestown. What incredible scenes at Dr. Hyde Park. At half-time, Seamus, they looked down, they looked out. But what a performance in the second half. They came out and scored 2 goals and 7 points. No doubt about it. The best team by a country mile are champions.
Oh yes, indeed, no doubt at all about that. It took them a good while, but there was nothing between the two teams for a long stage. But as we said earlier on, it's at this stage of a competition, it's all about heart and wanting to win. And Strokestown definitely showed that. And unfortunately, you'd have to say, from once Strokestown got a grip of it, they couldn't be knocked away from it, and Brigids seemed to fall apart a little bit at that stage. They just didn't seem to have the heart or the fight in them that Strokestown have. But there isn't many clubs that would have the fight that this Strokestown team had, and it was, as I mentioned earlier on, I think the full forward line for Strokestown have to take great praise for this win. It was a fantastic performance from them. And especially Luke Dolan, for one of the older players on the team. He went out and worked like a leader out around the middle of the field. Something that Luke would not be renowned for around Roscommon is for working and working and working. But he certainly worked when he saw that there was a chance and he was needed. He went out and he left the space inside for his younger corner forwards, and they did the rest. They put away the scores. But it was a fantastic performance right throughout the field. I know this Strokestown team won't want to single out individuals, but as a team they worked very well for one another. They never gave up. When they got the goal just after half time, as I said, if it had gone the other way, maybe they wouldn't have hanged their heads, but it certainly would have been a very difficult one for them to come back if they were 5 or 6 points down. But at this stage, it's Strokestown's day, and I don't think there's anyone around the county, and maybe even Brigids, when they think back of it, will know that on the day they were bet by a hungrier team, as were Armagh and Kerry, the same situation in the All-Ireland final. So it'll give great heart for a lot of the players around the county and around other counties, that it doesn't matter about the form books. When it comes to final day, if you can work yourself into a final, form goes out the window. So it's just there for the hungrier team to grab.
Seamus, thank you very much. And just before you go, Seamus, Strokestown are now in the Connacht Club Championship. They're in the semi-final, where they'll play the Galway champions or the Sligo champions. It'll be new ground again for Strokestown, but as you said, they've got battling qualities.
They have indeed. It depends on whether they want to settle for. I know before there was a ball kicked in the championship that have said if they won a county final that they wouldn't be too concerned about a Connacht club. But at this stage, when the celebrations are over, if they do finish in Strokestown, they'll know they have a Connacht championship to play. And this team now they'll be a lot more confident going into a Connacht final than they were coming into today's game, and that they were going into the game against Roscommon Gales. But they have great fight, they have great battling qualities, and I have no doubt about it that they'll do Roscommon proud in the Connacht Championship. And let's all stick behind them. They have great support from Strokestown, but I'm sure in the Connacht Championship they'll have support from all over the county.
Seamus, thank you very much for your help this afternoon. So Benny, the fairy tales continue. It started with the Orchard, then it moved to Ballyman, and now it's in Strokestown. Somebody said they painted the red and white the roads in Ballyman. Well, I can tell you there could be anything painted in Strokestown tomorrow morning. The Cats maybe in Kilkenny, but the Cats got the cream in Roscommon this afternoon. Strokestown 2-11, St. Brigids 11 points, and I can tell you, Billy, officially the party is underway in Strokestown. Incredible scenes. You had them last Sunday with Ballyman. We have them today. What colour, what excitement. You know, isn't it great when the underdog wins? Did I say at the beginning, Billy, that Brigids are going to be county champions?
To present the man of the match trophy to Derek Hagen. This year. I'm sure they will all agree that both teams have made a great contribution to this championship, and they've made a great contribution to performing and having a good match here for all the United supporters. Commiserations to St. Brigids. It was a hard game for you to lose. You fought well. And you had a fantastic year up to now, and I have no doubt that you will be back again in the very near future, because Brigids do a lot of work at underage, and they're in county finals every couple of years, so I'm sure they'll be back again in the very near future. I would like to thank our fixers committee, led by Frank Denny and Lee Martin, for a fantastic year's work once again. I would also like to thank our local print media and Charleside Radio for the promotion of our games throughout the year. I'd just like to give a special congratulations to Strokestown on winning this senior championship. And I also would just like to mention one man who has given great service to Roscommon as a player over the years, and congratulate Pat Perry and two managers. I would like to call Derek Kenneally to receive his trophy from the chairman of the Picture Committee, Lee Martin. We have Derek Kenneally, please. A long-serving member of the Strokestown team, Donald Hunter. St. Brigids for a good sporting game. We've had many a battle with them down the year, and there's always been nothing in it in the end, and it's the same again today. And the more ourselves are a good young team, and I know Brigids will definitely be back. So, just a round of applause for Brigids. I'd like to thank the High Park Committee and the County Board for having everything so well organised here today. I'd like to thank the referee, Jerry Kenneally, his linesman, and his umpires. I think I probably broke the umpires' hearts for a landmark game, but thanks, lads. Yeah. like to thank the members of our own club. We have a great background team, and without them this wouldn't have been possible. He's a legend. He's our treasurer. You don't know him. He's Johnny Murphy. Apart from having the most efficient club secretary in the county, we have the best looking one as well. Joanne Byrne. I don't know what to say about our club chairman because he's just an unbelievable bit of stuff. There's no way I can put it into words all he's done for Strokestown GA Club the last 2 years. All you have to do is go back and have a look around Strokestown at the moment. See all the bunting that's up, all the flags that's up. I mean, I don't think a greater effort has been put in. He's also a selector, and I don't know how he's running his own business at the moment, but Sean Collins is brilliant. And he's also a selector as well. Our other two selectors, Brigids and Tommy Gillen. Thanks, lads. The next man, I saw him out there a minute ago. He's right back there. He's very modest. Hey, Tommy, look up here with us. He came into the club about 9 months ago. And what a turnaround he's made. We went up to Turner's Class one Sunday morning, our first morning out. And to say we got a hammer is an understatement. But he's turned things round. He's been the first man to train in every training session we've had. He's had everything organised. Talk about heart and soul, they had to have off on us out there in the second half. He was the greatest fullback Roscommon ever had. He's now the greatest manager Roscommon ever had. Not the way! These bunch of fellas down here in front of me. They have walked and walked and walked since last January, the last night in January. We've been on Sleebon, we've been in Mullingar, we've been in fields in Tara. Mickey D found a field up there in Tara. Once I got the horses off it, we were sound. We've been in Punchestown. I don't think anybody realises the amount of work this panel of players has put in. But it's paid dividends today. And each and every one of you guys, I'd like to thank you so much. Because you've been absolutely brilliant and everything that's been asked of you all year, you've done it. Thanks, lads. I'd also like to thank Josephine Rogers and Adrian Kelly. Up the barriers is right. For all the ropes and different things to get us. I'll say no more, Josephine. If I'm sorry if I've left anyone out. Oh, Jesus. I'd also like to thank our sponsor, 747 Travel. We've been with us for a lot of years now, and I'd like to thank Michael Catherine very much. He's always been very generous. Just a special mention for a man down there in Brigids. He's a true Strokestown man, a true girl, and he's been docked out today only for a freak accident last hour. Shout out! I'd also like to thank Madeline Carsley. Thanks to her, we're the cleanest team in the county. She washes her jerseys week in, week out, and fair play to her. Now, we gotta go, because it's so